I was so disappointed. It's like, really? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, people are really not cleaning up after themselves down here. We're going to have to probably introduce a law that incentivizes cleaning up or punishes not cleaning up, one or t'other. Generally speaking, a law which punishes people for doing something they shouldn't is more effective than a law that rewards people for doing something they should. But, start as you mean to go on. I like the jack-o'-lanterns around the place. Set your sights. Decide how you want to do things. You want to reward good behavior, have a more positive reinforcement, or do you want to punish bad behavior? You want negative reinforcement. And little decisions like that can actually set the tone for an entire culture. Why not both? Yeah, you can totally use both. You can punish particularly important things. Hello, punish particularly egregious problems and just reward other ones in some way. Or for example, you could punish and reward the same thing. Reward people for cleaning up the place, but if they make a great deal of mess and just don't seem to care, then punishment happens. The problem is, though, and this is the thing, is one of the obvious ways of punishing is to introduce taxes. Taxing those people who make a lot of mess. Okay, so this is why. Leafin isn't even trying. Leafin has actually gone out of his way to make the wet tailings higher. Unless that is all ore. Is that Earth's treasure? Is this all? I can't tell. I think we need to introduce a law to specifically prohibit leafing. But yes, the biggest issue with anything regarding like taxation as a form of positive or negative reinforcement is, well, something I've been saying for a long time about real life. If the consequence for breaking a law is a fine, then it effectively means that activity is legal for the rich. It's only illegal for the poor. And that is not a good way of doing things, in my opinion. Okay, this is a very janky bridge. I'm not gonna lie. I would have taken like 15 times as long to make this bridge because I would have been building pillars so that it looked realistic. There is absolutely no reason to have a bridge high up over the water because currently there are no boats. So there is nothing that you need to avoid, that you need to give clearance for. So you can build this right down on the water line if you want to. Hello, wolf. Don't mind me. Hello, tarantula. Also don't mind me. But yeah, the general feeling that I have regarding any kind of fine, any kind of economic consequence or reward for doing something, is that for the rich, if it's a negative reinforcement that you're going to be fined if you do this bad thing, this is against the law, and the consequence of doing it is a fine, then effectively it's legal for those with enough money that it trivializes that fine. If the fine is £100,000, then quite a lot of people are going to see that thing as extremely detrimental and will go out of their way to avoid it. But the ultra rich will still be like, yeah, that's fine. You know what? It slightly inconveniences me not to throw this piece of rubbish on the floor instead of putting it in the bin that's like 10 paces away. But I've got 80 gazillion trillion pounds, 100,000. Basically, that's just the price I have to pay to be comfortable, and I'm willing to pay it. Obviously, I'm using extremely exaggerated numbers there, but in real life, that's effectively the thing. It's like speeding tickets. Yeah, for the ultra rich, speeding is completely legal. Yeah, like Mr. Bezos' parking fines. It's like, I park where I want. You know why? Because no one charges enough money for me to even realize I'm paying for it. I can accidentally pay these fines. Hello, Alice. Thank you very much for this bridge. I assume you made it. Oh, now this is a... what? Moving on. General Lumber Co. We primarily buy logs and provide hewn logs, hewn furniture, and lumber at all at a reasonable price. New workshops, same great deals. Continue ahead to our brand spanking new drive-thru. Now buying crushed iron ore, selling lumber. Oh, this is fantastic. Selling lumber, that's a tier 2 building resource. Nice. I'm liking this place. I'm also loving the otter gargoyles. I mean, I know that you're going to say they're statues, but they're on the side of a building. They're a gargoyle. Personally, I think that a gargoyle can absolutely be cute. Demons aren't just afraid of scary things. Maybe the demon will be like, I can't attack this building. It's got an otter on it. What kind of monster do you think I am? I'm not going to attack a building that's guarded by an otter. I might hurt the otter. Fine, I'll go somewhere else. It's a grass wheel, yes. It's a water vapor wheel. Yeah, otherwise known as a windmill. We've got those, though. This is the government building, I believe. Looks like this is the government building. One can only assume why on earth that stuff is on the top of it. I don't know, but sure. Let's have a peek inside. Okay, so the Dapper government office. I approve. I like the chairs. I can't move around it though, but still. Okay, we've also got the Dapperling capital. And I guess this is the Constitution. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is the Dapper Constitution. It can be overthrown if another constitution is created in a building exceeding this one by 50%. Current building value, 0. So, if you make a better building, you can basically be like, my government is better than yours. You know why? It is more luxuriant. Hedonism not for the win. I regret nothing. Seems completely legit to me. Like, my government is better, based only on the fact that it has more money to throw around. What's 50% of 0? Well, but yeah, so effectively, if we wanted a different constitution, we could put that in. But honestly, there's no reason not to just amend this one and continue going forward. We've got a Dapper ballot box. Vote, veto an election, start an election, enter an election, withdraw from an election. Many things. We may swing by here later and try to make a law. I've got an idea of the first law I want to make, and I think it's a pretty important one. I've even got a name for it. We'll see if I get the time to do it, though. Whoop. What we got up here? The Dapper Amendments. Okay, so this has been placed somewhere where it can't be used. That is sad. But okay. No doubt we can get that fixed. Road Code 2, General Store. Maybe we'll make a dwarven government. And it'll be grand. And once we've got enough dwarves, we can start the dwarven economy. Oh no, we've taken that out. We can't have the dwarven economy. We can have an inn, though, where we can invite adventurers. And the adventurers can sometimes be necromancers. Ah, it's grand. And occasionally we'll have to deal with a forgotten beast, but it's fine. It's fine. Right, where are we headed? Where am I right now? Let's go back to property. We're probably exploring the world, yeah. Well, this is cool. This is very, very cool indeed. Ultra cool, I would say. So, oh, Sheilab's place. I've gone way too far. Let me go back there. Oh, hello. It is. For those of you who have not seen my top hat, there we go. I have a top hat. Very dwarfy. I've also got like steampunk goggles, also dwarfy, and a very bold purple backpack. There we are. I will be sad when the tailors can make bear packs, because bear packs give you a lot more carrying capacity, so I would be inclined to use one. A dwarven economy makes me think of using dwarves as the medium of exchange. I mean, you'd have a very strong economy in that particular instance, yes. Right, so I went way too far. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I need to be up there. Top hats are OP. They cannot be made. Hey, Bella. You know what? The law I was talking about earlier, it's going to be called Bellanaire's Law. I feel that that is a suitable law name. It'll be called Bellanaire's Law because Bellanaire has been giving me such a hard time. Rightly so, to be fair. I'm behind Melissa's place. I need to go over there. But I think it's a no-brainer of a law, so I expect that it'll get through fairly easily. Woohoo! Sausage, a backpack. Oh, that's fantastic. A bear pack. I am going to spend so much money in Sausage's place. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. But Bellanaire, welcome, mate. Sheila, if you could drop a shout-out for Bellanaire, I would be very thankful. Bellanaire is streaming a lot of eco at the moment, so anyone currently watching this who wants more of it in their life, you're already doing yourself a disservice by not following Bellanaire, but you can indeed correct the sin by immediately following him. All will be forgiven. It's basically like confessing your sins, but actually making a difference. Because you're not just saying, oh, I've been naughty, please forgive me. You're saying, I've been naughty, and I have fixed the thing that I was being naughty about, which is infinitely better. All right. Okay, I've got a load of bricks. Does Sheila have a mailbox? Has Sheila got a mailbox? Mailbox. No, none of these chests are public. Is this Sheilab's mailbox? No. Does Sheila have a mailbox? I do not know. Aavak, do you perhaps think those water wheels are dwarven water reactors? Ooh, that is a good point. Maybe it is dwarven ingenuity at work right there in that moment. I think this is a grand idea. Yeah, that's going to be my headcanon now. It's not some sort of voodoo magic water wheel that's running without water. It is in fact dwarven engineering. Okay. Hooray. Thunk. There you go, Sheila. Oh, actually, I'm not going to be able to pop them in here, am I? Poop. Well, having the mailbox is a good idea anyway. But do you have like a tiny stockpile or something you can give me momentary access to so I can just drop off all of this? This is a thanks for all of the amazing food you brought me. Can I see it yet? Can't see. Oh, there we are. Honk. There we go. Thank you. You know, just bouncing in place. It's basically the whole bubbles emotes from Animal Crossing all over again. I haven't unlocked emotes yet. Don't worry. Just run around in circles. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. The beautiful thing about that is it means whatever you meant it to mean, and also whatever the person you're doing it to wants it to mean. It's the best form of communication. Not the most accurate, in fact, the least accurate, but the best. Everyone is happy with that. All right. Now, with that done, again, I'm going to set up somewhere. I'm going to set something up somewhere. But I would like to go back to the government building and see about proposing a law. I think it's super important. Let's go and do the super important thing first, and then I can worry about setting up the economy. Like I said, I'm going to build shop. The shop, for the time being, is going to exist for... Poop. I didn't bring the rest of my stuff. But the shop is going to be there for a few things. One, making basic mason wares available. Two, I want to make, and bricks and that sort of pottery stuff, things that I can do, things that I can specifically help with. But also, I'm going to set it up so that it will employ people with a certain skill set that I don't have to help produce a resource that I think will be useful for everyone. It'll pay for the labor involved in making that. It should be good. But first, we need to write a law. Now, how one writes a law, I don't know. Vote for election. No. Is it in here, perhaps? Okay, let's have a look at this. Civic action, status, blah, blah, blah. Active elected title. These titles have been proposed. Okay, civic actions. Resign from office. Remove official from office. How do we do a law, though? Active elected title, elected title, draft elected title. We don't care about these right now. I need to know. How does one implement laws? This is important information that I do not have. Start an election, veto an election. Each government office can only hold 3 pending or active titles. That's rubbish. So basically, my has bottlenecked the government by putting in 3 different things all at the same time. Poop. Thank you, though, Inflectus. Well, let's have a look. How long are these going to be around for? Man. It's fair, though. I am glad, as much as I'm lamenting it now, I'm really glad that someone just took the initiative to do it. Maybe not that they just flooded it all at once, but someone has started doing things. And that's really good because you need it. Because honestly, we could have just gone around in circles forever waiting on that. No one being willing to do it because there's an element of like, I don't want to be the one to propose the laws. Well, if people vote against it, I might feel hurt. Even if it isn't a reflection on you, there's a part of you that's like, but I proposed the law because I thought it was good. No, other people don't agree with me. I am a rubbish human being. I'm a garbage person. It's very easy to get into that mindset. So I'm incredibly thankful for anyone who has the courage to step forward and be like, no, I will tank the potential sanity loss over this one. Someone has to do it, and it's going to be me. Okay, well, given that, then let's bring up the law screen. Dunk. Well, this is in action. I wonder if there's a way that I can show. Currently, add Title 2, it's got 18 to 3 votes no. Add Title 1, 20 to 3 votes no. And add dapper tax off official is 11 to 10. That one could swing either way, really. That one could swing either way. But I still very much think that we're making a tax official is way too early. Right now, we don't even technically have a kind of agreed upon official currency. We've got a currency that's been made, and the hope is that it'll be official. But right now, there are people who are broke. Straight up have no money. So we need to address that a little bit before we start taxing people. But since I can't put it in just yet, then I will talk about the overall idea that I have for a law. And the first law is going to be Bellanier's law, and it is literally going to be, it is illegal to chop down old-growth redwoods. You can chop down the new redwoods, but chopping down the old-growth redwoods will be protected, codified by law. You cannot break the law in eco. They will eventually add that, though. That is on the roadmap. But I think that one's going to be a really, really important one. Well, actually, Aavak, everyone started with 100 silver cloves, so nobody active should be broke. Oh no, quite a few people have already gone broke. They've spent it all. That's the thing, Inflectus, and new players aren't going to have any money at all. There are already people who are broke who started with 100. So yeah, no, we need to fine tune the currency, and that's not in any way a critique on the currency. It's just obviously it's just been brought in. We need time for it to kind of, everything to trickle down and spread out, and actually, money to start moving into some places and back out again and spreading around, so on and so forth. And also we need to address what happens when new people join, because that is a thing. So we kind of need that. But yeah, we need to have a law, and the first law just needs to be simple. And I'm a big supporter. Like I'm like this when I'm coding as well, when I'm writing code. I'm a massive supporter of things being simple. If you're having to write a variable, any variable you create should be able to have a name, a relatively short name, that explains exactly how it is used. If that variable can't have a name that explains exactly how it's used, because how it's used is too complicated, you need more variables. Now, this is not efficient coding in terms of how the game runs, but it is extremely readable code. If every variable is simple, and you just make more functions or more variables to be able to spread that code out, it's very easy to understand. And I'm a big proponent of that being the case in laws. Don't have one law that does 80 different things, and at some point someone's reading back and like, oh my god, I forgot about the 79th thing that it does. Poop. Well, this is awkward, because now the 8 other laws that we've built off this law kind of break it. Well, instead of having one law that does 80 things, have 80 laws that all do one thing. The first law is simple. Don't cut down old growth redwoods. I know I did. I was young. I was a different person back then. I have grown. I have learned. Also, it was a pretty amazing bridge up to the top of the mountain. I don't think anyone can take that away from me. So, just going to have to live with that one. But one old growth redwood is gone. But no, Bellinaire is absolutely right. And that's why I'm going to call it Bellinaire's Law. He isn't even on the server, but we're going to call it Bellinaire's Law. There are old growth redwoods are the lungs of the planet, and they should be preserved. But yeah, there's no particular means of giving new players those coins. Now, you could, I believe you can actually bring it into law. You just can't use a distribution center, because the coins, although they are physical currency backed by a physical commodity, they're not actual things you can just put in a box and move around. And I believe the distribution center does that. However, I believe there is a way that you could create a law and have a group of new player. The moment someone logs in for the first time, they put it into that group, and I believe you could make a law that instantly gives something out to them. The problem with that is that there's no way of making a law that instantly creates more money if the current amount of money is not there. That would come in once we've actually decided, okay, the silver clover is going to be the official currency, and we are going to collect taxes, and we are going to now have a treasury, and we do have a bank. And now that bank always has a certain amount of silver clovers in there, and as such, we now have a surplus from which we can always guarantee there's going to be enough to give to new players, so on and so forth. And so, the economy the money in circulation would grow with new players joining the servers and all of that kind of stuff. But you would need a treasury for that. So it's something that would need to be fixed. Oh my lord, what? Look, it's just the way of things, fish. I'm sorry, but it has to happen. Am I even able to kill a fish like this? It appears that I have. Ha-ha! There we go. Punk. Fish. Only the pros fish with arrows. True facts. It was a rather robust fish, though, yes. I had to shoot it 3 times. So maybe I'm not as much of a pro as I think. Is this fish okay? No, it's 100% not okay anymore, at least. Saving Throw, thank you very much for gifting a sub to the community. That was incredibly kind of you. Thank you. And Tommy Kizu, thank you very much for the 37 months as well. And Saving Throw as well for the subscription a little bit ago. I do believe I actually caught that one, but just in case I didn't. Nathan, hello chat, just dropping by to say that I am not home this afternoon, I'm afraid, playing Magic the Gathering with some friends. You better all behave and enjoy the stream. I might be back later if Aavak streams for a long time. I won't be streaming for a long time, not today. But yeah, so that's the first law I want to enact, is a law to protect old growth redwoods. Newly planted redwoods, yeah, sure, go with that, whatever you want. Have I got any arrows? There we go. Oh. Also, seems a little bit of lag was there, stopping me from, yeah. I was thinking that bison's letting me get awfully close. I feel bad taking that bison out on a bridge. I'm not even really giving you a chance to survive at this point. I mean, granted, you did decide to come up on the bridge, and that was your fault, but still. There's no honor in this battle. I cannot defeat that bison. I can merely kill it. Right. Now, I've got to find a nice spot. Actually, I think the other side of this bridge would be a very nice spot for my shop. And again, because currently the silver clover is not a very well established, not a very strong currency yet, the shop I build over here is going to have two store objects in it, so that people can either trade with Aavak credits or they can trade with silver clovers. So that at the very least, someone who has no money yet will be able to purchase the items that they need. It will offer an opportunity for people to earn silver clovers, because again, I want the currency to grow strong. I do want to be able to use it, but I want to be able to use it with confidence that it's not going to come at the expense of anyone else. What killed the buffalo, but happily killed the fish out of water? Well, at that point, you could have called it a mercy killing, though. Hotel to Tango. Make sure you cut down a load of the redwoods before the law comes in. Then you'll have a monopoly. Oh, no. Scallywag. You know who won't have a monopoly and what they won't have a monopoly on? The planet won't have a monopoly on air. It will. There's way too much air. But you know what I mean. Air pollution will be bad. Once people become accustomed to the currency, we will make a fair exchange for the individual currencies to convert. Oh, that's a headache for another day. No, exactly, Leafin, exactly. That's why I'm going to set up the currencies, both currencies here. I'm going to set up some work orders that are going to allow people to provide labor. The labor will be paid for because it's not something you pay in. You don't buy labor. You only sell your labor to me. So I will use my personal silver clover currency to pay for labor. It'll be the only way that you can work the jobs. You'll get silver clovers for that until I run out, and then we'll worry about that when it happens. But I think this is a fairly good spot. It's nice and central. Ooh, actually, just a little bit over here would be even more nice and central, actually. Yes, I approve. Oh, it's a shame that that's not clay. I thought that was clay. For a moment, I was exceptionally happy. Like everything was coming together, a grand plan, but alas, no. No. My grand plan has been dashed upon the rocks of disappointment. Oh well. Maybe up here. You know what? Sure, we'll have a nice elevated position. Let's have a quick look. Start claiming. Tunk. I'm going to need at least 4. Tunk. But I would like more than that if I can. In fact, it's fair warning, I'm crossing the south-north log bridge with a cart. So, yeah. No, that's very wise of you, Inflectus, to have given everyone warning of that one. Because, sincerely, that would be such a pain in the bum if someone did collide with it with no malice in their heart, but the end result would be that cart would be yeeted off into the depths of the ocean, and whatever was in it would also go with it. So yeah. I don't know, it would be a real shame if a wolf nudged you. Wow, wolves are the creepers of eco, apparently. What scallywags they are. What scallywags. Right, okay, I need some more claim papers. So, with that in mind, let's go and find some more claim papers. Now, there should be a couple of shops selling things that I don't have. People don't have cars, they have carts. We want sale price is 0, ideally, because I don't have much money. 200 watts. 200 silver clovers for a basic upgrade 3? 100, yeah, no. A new player couldn't afford to buy a single basic upgrade. And that's just made out of logs. That's a bit unrealistic, I feel. That's unrealistic on a ridiculous level. That is the most basic upgrade. Granted, you require a high level of logging, so lumberjacking, in order to do it. But you're literally charging so much that a player who's got the standard amount of money could not afford it. That's a bit high. Now, I probably what's happened is they've just gone straight away and we'll just quickly convert it from our internal currency, and then an odd number is rolled out at the end. I certainly don't think anyone is trying to be scallywags in this. Like I especially not Sandman and Wild, but that is. I was sincerely like, oh yeah, I'll buy some basic upgrade 3s. I don't mind if I have to do a bit of work in order to get it, but like 2 times all the money I've got in the world is like, no. I think I can live without. Though I will say, that's actually quite nice. It's less than 2 times the basic upgrade 1, which is actually quite reasonable of them. It's just, yeah, no, not in silver clovers. That has not translated well at all. Let me rotate it the other way around so I can have a look down. We want a sale price. Oh, actually, it might not list sale prices of 0. It might only start at 1, which is kind of annoying. Oh, no, there we go. Good. So people have expressly said 0. So I've got butchery, I think. Do I? Let's have a look.